Good afternoon. I'm Joey Francisco. This is One News Now. The Budget Department has submitted the proposed 4.5 trillion peso 2021 budget to the House of Representatives this afternoon. The proposed budget for next year is almost 10% bigger than this year's spending program. To give us the latest on the budget proposal, we have with us Jenny Dongon reporting live from the Batasang Pambansa. Jenny.
Jovi, the Budget Department says the bulk of the budget for the 2021 would help sustain the government's response to the coronavirus pandemic, having the theme Reset, Rebound, and Recover, investing for resiliency and sustainability. DBM Secretary Wendell Avisado said the proposed 2021 budget is equivalent to 21.8% of the country's GDP. A big portion of New Year's expenditure program will be provided to the social services sector. The proposed budget for the sector reaches more than 1.6 trillion pesos, equivalent to 36.9% of the entire budget. This allotment includes funding support for programs related to health, social protection, and education. Economic services sector will receive the second highest budget with 1.3 trillion pesos or 29.9% of the proposed budget. That's followed by the general public services sector with an allocated amount of 724.2 billion pesos, debt burden with 560 billion pesos, and defenses with 210 billion pesos. Avisado said the Department of Education, including state Q and colleges, CHED and TESDA, remains to be the top agency with the biggest slice of the proposed budget with an allocation of 754 billion pesos. This is followed by DPWH with 667 billion, DILG with 246 billion, DND with 209 billion, and DOH with 203 billion pesos. Making it to the top agencies with the highest proposed budgets are DSWD, DOTR, the Agriculture Department, the Judiciary, and the Labor Department. The budget of this top 10 department accounts for 2.5 trillion pesos or 56.9% of the proposed budget and 86.9% of the total proposed budget for the national government agencies. Jovi, the Congress will scrutinize, deliberate the proposed allocation for the 2021 proposed budget before heading it to President Duterte for his signature. Jovi.
Thank you. That was Jenny Dongon live from the Batasang Pambansa. The Supreme Court junks ABS-CBN's petition against the NTC order that stopped the network's operations back in May. In an en banc session, the SC dismissed the petition on the ground that it is moot and academic following the House Committee on Legislative Franchises' denial of ABS-CBN's renewal bid in July. Supreme Court spokesman Brian Osaka noted that justices were unanimous in their decision except for Justice Priscilla Baltasar Padilla, who was on leave. Senior Associate Justice Estela Perla Bernabe was the member in charge of the said case. Now here are the other stories we're keeping our eyes on. Presidential spokesperson Harry Roque issued a clarification on his recent remarks, saying clinical nurses must take advantage of the ongoing pandemic to prove their worth in the Philippines. Roque said the statement was misinterpreted and that he only asked Filipino health workers to gain clinical experience in the Philippines first, especially during the health crisis. He noted that helping out during this crisis will open doors to health workers for overseas employment. The Finance Department is pushing for the digitalization of future subsidy programs. DOF Secretary Sonny Dominguez tells the President in last night's IATF meeting that digital banking will allow more direct transactions and will help prevent corruption. And OWWA approves credit assistance for OFWs in the form of a group livelihood program with a loan grant amounting to around 150,000 to 1 million pesos. OWWA said groups of OFWs will have to present business plans to avail of the loan, which will be available starting next month. For more updates, follow News 5, The Philippine Star, and Business World Online. Visit our website, onenews.ph, for more in-depth analysis. You can also catch One News on the Signal Play app. Register for a free account now at www.signalplay.com and stream One News live anytime, anywhere. I'm Jovi Francisco. We are One News.